G'day guys, welcome back to another episode of Flash Like Crazy. Today we got a good one. I've got the Elzetta Alphas and I've got one in the Crenelated bezel, one in the standard bezel, but I've also got one in the flood lens and one in the throw lens. Let's check them out. Alrighty, so here we have two of the Elzettas. Now, these are the Alphas, so Alpha Gen 3. And this is how it'll come, okay? So it'll come in a box like this or in a plastic container like this. Now, let me just pop it out. So that's what you'll get. And this just explains everything basically. So let's just go over this quickly. So it's the Elzetta Alpha Gen 3. And these are weapon grade LED flashlights. So they are fully potted and I'll go through the design and feel and all that. These things are made to survive an explosion, basically. They are just phenomenal. Now, as you can see here, you've got a 535 lumen burst for 10 seconds with the provided CR123A. So they'll either give you a Panasonic or a battery station or something like that. Now, if you put a rechargeable CR123 or a 16340, so right here, I have a 3.7 volt, 700 milliamp hour rechargeable protected 16340. Then you will get an 800 lumen 10 second burst, which is just crazy. And then here it is here. It'll drop down with the CR123 to 435. And with the rechargeable 16340, it'll drop down to 535. Now, let's go over this first. So we have 6061T6 aluminium structure. So that makes this basically able to, like I said, withstand an explosion. It is just so bloody tough. Now we have optical beam projection. So you can choose your optics. So see here, I've got one of each. I have a flood and a throw. So that's a total internal and that there is a filter for floodlight. Absolutely beautiful. Fully potted electronics, so that means it can withstand a lot of recoil when you put it on a gun because these are designed to be weapon mounted. Mil-spec Type 3 hard anodized. You get an included CR123. Now, new integrated strobe mode improves strobe output. I think that is for the tail cap when you choose a strobe tail cap. I didn't choose the strobe tail cap, but you can choose all sorts of tail caps, and I chose the high-low tail cap, and I'll go over that. And now, so with the rechargeable CR123, as I said, 535 lumens, 36 minutes. Mode 2 with the Gen 3 tail cap only, which is the ones I've got, 33 lumens for 60 hours. Boom, thank you very much. 5 meters drop resistance, holy mackerel. 10 meters water submersibility, holy moly. 175 meters of throw, with, I'm sure that is with the with that one, the total internal, 7,710 candela. And then those numbers are 435 lumens for 75 minutes. Hello, with the CR123. That's nice. Longer time because you have much more milliamp hours. Let's see if it says it on this. It probably doesn't, but you've got a higher runtime with the CR123s. So look, fantastic, absolutely fantastic. I cannot speak highly enough of this company. They make proper professional lights. Their customer service is just above and beyond. I may as well just get rid of that for a second. So yeah, I just can't speak highly enough of them. And I'll tell you more throughout the review. You'll also get a pamphlet with just some accessories. So all the things you can get from Elzetta. I'm probably going to purchase a couple of these and a bunch of other models to do some comparison videos because they are such cool lights. And look at that. That's all the stuff that you can get. So I got a flood lens and a standard lens. I got a standard bezel and a, crenulated strike bezel, if you will. And I got the high-low tail cap. But you can get high strobe, you can get just click, or you can get a rotary tail cap. Don't know what that one is. I'll have to look into it. And then these are what you can get. Bravo, Charlie as well. So I will be getting the Bravo and the Charlie. I know I've already reviewed the Bravo, but I gave that to a friend, so I will be getting a Bravo in a different configuration and a Charlie as well to do a whole family review. And you'll just get this that says Elzetta Design LLC. Okay, so as you can see, I have already taken the liberty of installing a Theorem deep carry pocket clip on my Flood. And that is because I really like the Theorems on these lights. They can fit a Theorem. But I don't know if you noticed, I've put some black electrical tape on it, and that's just to stop it spinning so much, because just when you put it on without, it does spin quite a bit. I'm not a fan of the old spin. So I put some electrical tape, tightened it up a bit. It'll probably stretch the Theorem, but I'm okay with that because it'll just live like this. I'm going to go ahead and install the batteries. And now you're not going to be able to see because you can't actually remove the head on these lights the way you can in the Bravos. But actually, yeah, you can. So down there, that black stuff, that is potted. That means fully potted. That means nothing's getting in there. And it also means that you can throw this at a brick wall or mount it on a gun and it deal with recoil non-stop, and the electronics will be fine. Safe as sound. So positive side towards the head. Tighten this bad boy up. Look at that, beautiful Flood, absolutely gorgeous. And now there is a reason why I have the standard bezel on the Flood beam and the crenulated bezel on the throw beam. There is a reason for that I will go over. Now installing the battery in the other one, and check that out. So that's what I'm talking about. We've got a throw and we've got a Flood, beautiful. Okay, so speaking of design, as I said before, these lights are built to withstand an explosion. And just in the hand, look at that. Absolutely compact. And take a listen. Crickets, mate. You can't hear anything. This is designed to have a silent tail cap. So really, really nice to see that a company has given you a forward clicky, so you can momentary, but a silent tail cap. That's awesome, man. I love that. I wanted to show one with the Theorem and one without because I want to show you that this is how it'll come, like this. And I am going to also show you how to remove and swap lenses, okay? Very, very easy. But before I do that, the tail and the head are smooth, okay? But they're this type of smooth material that almost feels like it's gonna go grippy if it gets wet. It's really nice. And then the body feels like, it just feels like bulletproof material. It is so friggin' strong. I'm gobsmacked. When I reviewed the Bravo, I was thinking, what the heckamundo is this? This is the high-low tail cap. So what that means is, click it on and you've got high. But if you turn the tail cap, now you've got low. So I think it said with the CR123, it was 60 hours, or maybe with the rechargeable, 60 hours on low, which is just fantastic. Very, very usable. You know, you want to read something up close, fantastic. Tighten up the head, bang, blinding light, 800 lumens for 10 seconds, then drops down to 535. So I don't know if anyone thinks this will be too small, but it is designed to be mounted onto a weapon. However, I think this is a perfect pocket friend. I really, really do. Hence why I put the Theorem on. And so now I'm going to just cover why I have got the standard lens, the standard bezel on the Flood lens, okay? So when I put the crenulated bezel on the Flood, around the Flood, it was affected by the crenulated bezel. It wasn't like a clean Flood beam the way it is now. It was kind of affected by it. You could see all these shadows. So that's why I've got the standard bezel on the Flood lens. Now, the reason I've got the crenulated bezel on the throw lens is because this would be like my self-defense light. It is compact enough to throw in the pocket, right? You don't even need a pocket clip. Just throw it in your pocket and then come up to a sticky situation or even walk through a weird neighborhood or someone's giving you weird vibes or whatever. Put your hand in your pocket and you just hold on to your light. When you pull it out, you've got a blasting 800 lumens with a decent amount of candela to just give a bit of a startle, and then you've also got a crenulated bezel here to protect yourself with if needed. That would be really nasty to get hit with any force. So that is my reasoning behind why I've got these bezels on these optics. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and show you how to change the optics. It is very, very easy. And this is one of the most amazing things about Elzetta. You can buy a light. So you will buy, it'll ask you first. So it'll say, what light do you want? You'll say Elzetta Alpha. Then it will say, what optic do you want? And you could say, I want the flood optic. Then it will say, what bezel do you want? And you could say, I want the standard bezel. Then it will say, what tail cap you want? Do you want? And then you can say, I want the high-low tail cap, which is what I did. But then you can add things. So you can add a crenulated bezel if you've included the standard bezel. You can add a TIR or a total internal reflection lens as well because you've included the flood lens in your order. And then you can play mix match. And it's very, very simple. And I'll show you how simple it is. So you undo the bezel and you've got some beautiful lubing in there. These lights come to you ready, man. They're just fantastic. I'm so taken by this company. Then get something really small, like I've got a really small flathead here. And what you do is you just fish out the lens very, very carefully. Don't be rough with it at all. What I try to do is see that point there. I try to get it in there. And so I'll show you here. Now, there we go. Now, see in there, you've got your emitter, you've got your wires, you've got some screws, but you've also got 4 holes. 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? Those holes are where these things need to go. So don't crush your wires or anything like that. Now, it's very easy because you just drop it in and all you do is you line up the 4 prods into the holes, drop it in. Now, there's no real way to check if you succeeded or not. So what I normally do is just tip it out and just make sure that I am getting it exactly where I need to get it. So, because again, you want to get it all centralized and everything like that. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that feels right. Now, bezel goes back on and tighten it up. Bang, good to go. So if I had a TIR lens and I didn't have this one with me, I could have just pulled that out, swapped it, and put the other one back in the plastic. That's it. It's that easy. Remove the bezel, remove the optic, go from there. It's so, so simple. I don't think it could be more simple. Now, dimensions of the Alpha in the Gen 3 is, look at that. Including the end of the tail clicky, we've got 10.5 centimeters. So 105 millimeters, just fantastic. Now I'll just turn these on and zero them. So tail cap is 24.88 millimeters. The body, 24.25 millimeters. The head, 29.45 millimeters. So you couldn't ask for a more compact CR123 light, could you? Really, it's just absolutely fan-bloody-tastic. Now, interested to see the weight difference, although there is a theorem on the other one, but I'm just gonna weigh it with it anyway. So, crenulated bezel, no pocket clip, but battery, 102.56 grams. Standard bezel, 108.52 grams. So that'll be the extra weight with the electric tape and the theorem. So obviously the night shots are going to help you more than anything into whether or not what you want to choose. But my suggestion or my observation, my experience with these lights is that this is a phenomenal outdoor light because of the throw on it, of course, right? And this is a phenomenal indoor light because the flood is just friggin' perfect. So, and the fact that you can just undo the tail cap and then get low mode is like, it makes it a great next to the bed light as well because you can leave it undone. So every time you click it, walk into the toilet or whatever, you've got yourself low mode, tighten it up, you've got yourself high mode, and it can double as your weapon gun, as your weapon light if you shoot. These lights can do anything because they are rugged, versatile, high-low, basically unbreakable, and modifiable. you can just buy one host and a bunch of tail caps and 2 different bezels and 2 different optics and all sorts of stuff. So it's absolutely fantastic what you can do with an Elzetta. And the drop resistance and water rating is just off the charts. As I said at the start, it's just fantastic. All right, let's go out for some night shots and then we'll come back for some final thoughts, prices, and where to buy. See you in a sec. All right, that's the Elzetta with the total internal. So the throw lens, beautiful tint, I might add. Bloody spectacular tint. So, you know, good for probably 20 meters, I'd say. There it is. A lot of light coming out of that. Rechargeable 16340 in this. And then if I turn the tail cap, there's your low. So low's just for the close jobs. Just for the how you going jobs. Tighten it back up. Alrighty, so that's flood. Oh, flood's cool, man. I'm a fan of the flood. I'm a fan of the flood. Absolutely. Bit hard to turn the tail cap with one hand while the theorem is on it though. But that is good flood. He's a fan of the flood, people. That's slow mode on the flood. Pretty good. Pretty useful. And then back to high. So, what do you prefer? Flood or throw? Flood or throw? Flood or throw? Now the flood's just gone back down because remember you've got that burst and then it goes down. So there's not a fair fight right now. But as soon as the throw goes down to its sustained output. So hang on, I'll turn the flood off and the throw off. And then I'll start with the throw. There it is. There's the flood. Throw, flood. All right, see ya. All right, so mate, night shots say it all. These things rock. I can't get enough of them. Compact, tough as nails, perform well, rechargeable and non-rechargeable CR123s. You're never going to run out of bloody batteries. Silent tail clicky, forward clicky switch though. I mean, just fantastic. And it does have strobe. I just found out that the Gen 3's got strobe as well. How cool is that? I didn't even mean that. I just meant to signal. So what do? Whoa, just 2 or 3 quick clicks and you got yourself a strobe beam. That's crazy. I did not expect that. Let's see. Oh, love it. Cool. Now look, Pro wouldn't use strobe for self-defense or anything like that. I think you'd probably need some more lumens for that, but still cool that you got it. Having silent tail clickies, but still forward clicky switches is awesome. I love it. Look at that. It wants to strobe on me. That's very, very interesting. I had no idea. At the beginning of the video, I said, oh, it's telling about strobe, but I said, oh, I don't think I got the strobe tail cap. Well, evidently I did. So these things that just never stop surprise. They never cease to amaze me. Now, prices are, so if you buy it in that configuration, it is 163 American dollars. And then you just buy like a spare or a different bezel and a different optic and you're done. That's it. Wash your hands with it, wait for it to arrive and you're gonna love it. Now, I friggin' love these things. I don't have any negatives. Do I have any negatives? I don't like the fact that the theorem spins. I don't know if you can blame that on Elzetta or not, but I don't like the fact that it spins. But I don't have any negatives about them, and which sucks because I try in my reviews to be, bloody honest, mate. But I don't have any negatives about them. They are tough as nails, compact, well-performed friggin' lights that you can modify yourself as an amateur like me, sitting here and swapping lenses, mate. I feel like a light modder when I got these in my hands. It's fantastic. But they're no-nonsense lights as well, which is what's so cool. Like, fully potted electronics, throw it at a wall, pick it up, good to go. Incredible water and impact resistance. Come on. That is crazy talk. And they fit theorems. Seriously. I don't know if the perfect light exists, but these, man, got to be pretty close. And what's funny as well is that you can get the different tail caps, and I opted for the high-low so that you can just have it in your sneaky little low, and then boom, tighten it up, and you've got light. And now evidently you've got strobe, which I only just learned about 10 seconds ago. So these things are friggin' cool, man. They're so awesome. I reckon the price is very fair. It is a bit of a hit for us Aussies down here because our dollar's just atrocious, but it's a fair price and I like it. Now, I think I said this in the video, but what would I use these for? Well, I'd use the throw for out in the community, have your light out and, you can see things far away. Beauty. And I'd use the flood for around the house and the backyard and things like that because it just, look at that. It just lights up things just beautifully, just like a floodlight should, and then that you got your throw, a bit more of a strong hot spot. You guys have seen the night shots. I don't want to bore you anymore. But look, guys, can't talk these lights highly up enough. And in fact, I actually can't talk up the company enough, actually. Emailing them back and forth, they're very quick. They look after their customers. These guys are the real deal, man. I don't know if they're a small business or a big or a big business or just a small business that's selling lots of lights. I don't know, but they have a very wonderful customer service. I have had a very wonderful customer service experience with Elzetta, and I will be going back for more. In fact, I just emailed them saying that I'm going to buy their Bravo and Charlie and different bezels and different optics to review as well, so that I can just show, just how versatile and beautiful these lights are. I am a full-on proponent of these lights after getting them in my hand. Absolutely. And I've already reviewed the Bravo and I was impressed with it, don't get me wrong, but these things have blown me away, man. Just the size and the power and the versatility. I mean, just like the Bravo in the versatility as well, but the compact, man. These are so compact. I love it. All right, I'm shutting up. Thanks very much for watching. Until next time, stay cool and stay safe. See ya. Oh, I'll link them down below. See ya.